everyone, welcome back to another video. Let me just tuck in on my channel. So today I'm going to be doing something with this beautiful colour from, she says, let me just give it a dust off because it's so dusty, from Bluesky, and it is Tiffany. It's absolutely stunning. And then we're also going to be using Ice Queen, which is again from Bluesky, again stunning. So we're going to be using those and this beautiful glitter from Tia's Beauty, and it is the Hera mix. So you've got two sizes of glitters in there. So first things first, we're going to get straight into it. So we're going to be doing 5 different nails. Well, we're going to say 5 different. We're going to be doing 5 nails, but 2 of them are going to be the same. So I'm just going to, as usual, obviously do the base colours first, because we can't exactly do anything else first because we need the base down. So this here is Ice Queen. It is so pretty. It's a really beautiful colour. I actually think this might be like in my top 10 favourite Bluesky gels. It's just beautiful, and it really goes really well with Tiffany. So we're going to have 2 full glitter, so I'm going to pop those straight into the lamp, and then the other 3 are going to be different to that. I really needed to mix the bottle before opening it, clearly, but there you go, lesson learnt. Because I can't even remember when it was that I last used this polish, to be fair. My Bluesky colours don't get used all that much. I need to start using them a lot for YouTube videos, really. Just because my clients just don't happen to pick them. Not because they know what brand it is or anything. They just can't. They just don't pick the colours that I've got in Bluesky. But anyway, so we're also going to be doing a marble, and then one with a bit of glitter on, just to tie it in. Then we're going to be doing a glitter fade, but with a little bit of a twist with the loose glitter as well. So for the next 3, one of them is obviously marble, so I will do that with you like from the start to finish, because I don't need a base colour. And then the other 2, I'm going to need a base colour of Tiffany. So I'm going to paint those 2 nails with Tiffany with 2 coats, and then we can come back and do the design. Okay, so while they're in the lamp, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the marble nail, because obviously, like I said, that doesn't really need a base to be cured onto it. So we're going to do that one first. So all I've done with it is just, at the moment, it's just got a wet coat of Tiffany on it. I'm going to pop some of the Tiffany polish on my palette. I'm just going to mix it. There we go. And then I'm also going to pop some Ice Queen and a bit of white. And I'm going to use these to do my marble. So like I said, I've popped a coat of Tiffany already on this nail. It is wet, like I've not cured it at all. So you want to just leave it like that. And then I'm going to get my brush. It's called the Blend It brush from Erin's collection, as always, because as you all probably know if you watch my videos often, I love these brushes, highly recommend. So I'm just going to give it a clean, because it's got a bit of glitter on from when I last used it. Just want to make sure that's out of my way. And then once it's clean and ready to go, I can go ahead and do what I'm going to do. So I'm just gonna, I'll show you what I'm doing here. So I'm just going to go into Tiffany, into Ice Queen, and into the white, and I'm just going to pull that through. We want a nice subtle marble for this one. I didn't get enough white on there, so I'm literally just using this brush to create some lines along the nail. You don't have to make them perfect straight away, because we are going to go in and like adapt. I'm not putting too much pressure on, because like I did mention, there isn't any colour underneath this layer of wet colour. So if I put too much pressure on with my brush, I'm basically just going to pull it off, and that is obviously not what we want to do. This is like got to be one of the most easiest ways to do a marble. It really is this simple, like just pulling the colour through and just getting rid of that little air bubble. So I'm just going to go in with some more glitter down here, just to break that up a little bit. And then once I'm happy with it, I can pop that straight in the lamp. Super easy. And that's it. That is literally how easy it is to do this style of marble. I'm just going to pop a little bit more Tiffany down here, just to break up that white a little bit that's quite bulky. Sort out that area there. And the edges up a little bit. And then once I've done that, I am happy with how that looks. So I'm going to pop that straight into the lamp. And then next up, we're going to do our glitter fade nail. So this nail that I've just took out of the lamp has got 2 coats of Tiffany on at the base. And then I'm going to apply my glitter gel first. I'm just going to place that at the cuticle area. Don't want it really thick because we want it to be able to cure. I'm just popping that on, making sure that the cuticle area is nice and like good coverage of glitter. And then I'm going to use that same brush to just pull that down the nail to blend it out a little bit. I'm not too bothered about the blend being perfect because we are going to be putting loose glitter on top. I'm just going to make sure that it's as blended as it can be. So that's all I'm doing with that one. Super quick and easy. So I'm now just going to pop that into the lamp for very full cure. And then this last nail is going to be super simple. So I'm going to get my long detailer brush, so my striper, which is also from Erin's collection, and I'm going to go through my glitter, which I need a little bit more of because I've just used most of it for that. Now I'm not actually using this really for coverage as such, I just want it for the line itself for me to stick the glitter to that I'm going to use. So I just want a line down the middle, not really thick because I don't want it to be, I can't talk for some reason, much thicker than the glitter that I'm going to be using. As you saw, the glitter that I'm using is like a medium hex shape. Just spotted that hair there. Don't know if it's cured on. No, it's not. That's good. Just going to get that off first things first. There we go. Now, before I put this one into the lamp, we're going to actually finish this one off. So I'm going to get my loose glitter. So now that I'm finished with this palette, I'm just going to clean this off because I'm going to use, no I'm not, I'm just going to use my, what's it thing. So we're going in with this glitter, I'm going to pop some in the lid. And basically we're going to pick up individual pieces because I obviously have a lot of patience. So I'm just going to clean off my brush. And then I'm going to get a little tiny bit of top coat and I'm just going to put it on the very tip of my brush, just so my brush is like all the bristles are together and it's also sticky, because then the pieces of glitter, and you can't just see it, hold on, let me just place this and I can make sure I'm focused. Then the pieces of glitter will stick to the very tip of my brush and I can literally just use that to place some glitter exactly where I want it. And I'm going to do this all the way down the nail. Obviously the length of the nail will have an impact of how long this process takes, but to be fair I don't think it's that long, to be honest, and it looks really effective, so it's sort of worth it. And then by having that glitter polish underneath, it just means that you've got a glitter that's very similar to the one that you're using, like surrounding the pieces basically, so it's not just the shape of the glitter itself that you can see. So I'm going to finish the rest of it off on, oh my gosh, I'm going to finish the rest of it off camera. That took far too long for me to say, just because obviously it's the same all the way down, and then I'll show you what it looks like. So that's what this nail looks like now. It's really beautiful, so effective, and you could do it with multiple different colours of glitter and stuff like that. You could do it like over the whole nail if you really had that much patience. I don't, but if you did, then that I think I'd look quite nice actually. I might have to give that a go at some point, but yeah, I really like how it looks and it's super easy. So I'm going to pop that one into the lamp now. And then last but not least, obviously we've got this one to finish off. So with this one, I'm going to pop some base coat on the nail. You could pop some clear builder or whatever you want to do. So I'm just going to use Bluesky's base coat, and I'm going to place it all over the area that's basically got the glitter polish on it, and then that's going to be what we're going to stick this next part to. So I want to pick up quite a lot of glitter for the base of this nail, because obviously to create a fade, I was supposed to actually put that all over the nail and I forgot, because I forgot I wasn't doing just a fade. But yeah, so I'm placing this base coat all over the nail now because I've forgotten what I was actually doing until this second. And then I want to pick up quite a lot of glitter to put in this area, because to create like a fade effect we need the top area of this nail to be really concentrated with glitter. So I'm going to use a different brush this time. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to get a bit of gel throughout my brush, and that will enable me to pick up more pieces at a time. And I'm just going to place those on the nail. I'm not moving them around yet, I'm just getting them on there. I will put them wherever I need them all in a second. And then when I've got quite a few pieces on there, before I start the fade itself, I will just make sure that this top area at the very cuticle, or what would be the cuticle if it was a nail, I'm just going to move them around and make sure that this top area up here is nice and opaque coverage basically. It is a lot of faffing, but it's not, in the grand scheme of things, like a design that takes very long to do. And obviously you get a different, well, we've got two nails that are the same because they're both glitter, but you get something different throughout the whole set. So I really like this design. I actually did this a long time ago on a client, and this is where this idea came from. It was new back then because it was something that I made up on the spot for her. But I was looking through my pictures and I just thought, do you know what, when I lose motivation, not lose motivation, but when I lose inspiration, I'm not really into what's popular at the moment, like the whole French swirly, that sort of thing. That's not really my style. So I am finding it difficult to like really think of things at the moment that are different. So when I have a moment like that, I just look on my own Instagram or Facebook at sets that I did a long time ago, and I just basically do them again now, because this is like a couple of years old now. I obviously have new followers and subscribers over time, so not everyone remembers every set that everybody does. That would be really difficult. So I'm just moving these around. As you can see, I don't want layers and layers of glitter, so any that have got like multiple pieces of glitter on top of each other, as you can see, I am just separating them so it's not really thick, because that is also a pet peeve of glitter and gel for me, is that when the glitter's super thick and then you have to put loads of gel on top to make sure it's nice and smooth, that's really annoying. So I don't want to do that. So we're just moving it all around. Now this actually isn't going to be like a typical glitter fade where the fade sort of ends further down the nail, which is what I would typically do. I am going to be putting random spots all over the nail, all the way down to the bottom, but they're going to be really sparse the further down the nail they get. So I'm just making sure first of all that I'm happy with the placement of my glitter to create my fade area up here. So I'm happy with that, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do what I did before. I'm going to pick up a piece of glitter at a time. That's two, which is very annoying. I'm just going to separate those, push him up there, and I'm going to place these pieces of glitter all over the nail now, but separate from each other so they're not all too close, just to give a different effect, because typically a glitter fade only goes so far down the nail and then just stops, whereas this time we're taking the glitter all the way down the nail. Super easy and still looks really effective. Oh, that's two again. Let's get it off. Make my life easier instead of having to separate them. Doesn't want to leave. There we go. Just want one more piece to go here. Just going to have a look, see if I feel like I need anywhere else. So I just realised it's not focused anymore. And then if I do want any more, I'll just make sure to pop it where I need it. And then obviously as soon as I am finished and I've stopped messing about, I can then pop it in the lamp to cure. And I think, if I remember off the top of my head, that I finished the other nail, so I just need to top coat them all now. Let's get rid of that little small speck there. I don't want those sized pieces down here. Push him further up as well, and there we go. So that's that nail. So I'm going to pop that in. I also like to look from the side angle before I put glitter on into the lamp. And then, as you can see here, this bit here is quite thick, which must mean that there is probably a piece of glitter, yeah, on top of another piece of glitter. So if you just move that around a bit, you can get it nice and flat, and it will make the next step much easier instead of having to build up over it or double coat and blah blah blah. So that's that one done. I'm going to pop it in the lamp. And then what I'm going to do is, once it's been in the lamp once, I'm going to put a coat of base coat over the top of it now, and I'm going to make sure that this base coat gets between every single piece of glitter. So I'm applying it quite thick, but I'm not actually going to leave it like that. I'm just making sure that there's like a little, I don't know, like quite a lot of product up there, and I'm literally just tapping it between every single piece of glitter, because if you go like this, it's easy for the base coat to not get in between the pieces, and it will just float over the top and not actually fill in all the gaps sometimes if you use it too sparingly. So I'm making sure there's quite a lot of product on there, and then once I've done that and I know that every nook and cranny is filled, I can then just use my base coat to brush down as normal and make sure it is nice and smooth. And then when you look from the side, as you can see, I don't have any sticky up bits or anything, it's all nice and smooth. And then as soon as I top coat after this, it's going to look perfect. So I'm going to pop that in the lamp. I'm going to top coat all of them off camera because I'm literally just glossy top coating, just as normal, like nothing exciting to see. And then I will show you what they all look like when they are finished and put together. So here is the finished look. I will also insert a picture of the nail set that I actually did on a person with this design a long time ago, just so you can see obviously the difference between what it looks like on display tips and also on actual nails. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know whether you liked this design or not, and if you enjoyed it, thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back soon with another one. Bye.